Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, whenever you're watching this. We are here in the Austrian Grand Prix here in the Österreich ring in Spielberg, and now I'm doing qualifying a bit differently than usual. Instead of doing 2 laps, I'm gonna do 4 laps because I've changed a little bit of the downforce. So I add a bit more downforce to my setup for the first 2 laps, and so far I'm running 8-9 wings, and I've increased my lap time by almost half a tenth. So now we are gonna change the front wing arrow down back to 7, and we'll see how that improves for us. So far we are 3 tenths up, heading down the final corner of turn 10. We are now up to almost 4 tenths, and we are going to our second lap. So we break around 75 meters in turn 1, we go a bit wide, and Tictum is going to be a good tool for us. And now we are gonna have to we have to go back to the pit lane because our DRS wing is open. And now we are out of qualifying just like that. And I just have to retire from the race, but I think we shall stick with 7-8 wings. 7-8 wings, as in like 7 on the front wing, 8 no 7 front wing, 9 on the front wing. So we're gonna keep the same original setup because 8-9 wings was a temporary change. And even though I'm playing on 100 AI, I did increase the AI difficulty by 5. I'm still 4 tenths faster than Daniel Tictum. I'm not sure if it's the AI is too slow, or maybe he's not in form. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, we did quite a good experiment in qualifying. Again, no points on Saturday, and I'll see you on Sunday for the race.
This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. Not long to go before our drivers hurtle off the line and into the first turn, the Niki Lauda curve, as it was renamed in 2019 in memory of one of Formula One's most beloved figures. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Lando Norris and Ricciardo, Sainz, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Yuki Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Max Verstappen and Vettel, Ocon, Russell, Mick Schumacher and the Black Mamba, Tictum, Latifi, Mazepin and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
And hello again, I am back. And for this race, now we're gonna start on the mediums because that's what our race engineer wanted us to do first. And but I can go to the soft tires 1 lap earlier. I can pick 1 lap earlier, which will bring the margin down to 3 seconds, or I can stretch the medium compounds as far as possible. And actually, for a minute, I wanted to change I wanted to start on the softs first because it was cloudy, but at the end of the race it's going to be sunny, meaning the track temperatures are going to increase, meaning there'll be more grip and the soft tires should do the job. So we are just gonna start on the mediums for the next 10 laps, I guess. So anyway, heading into the race. And now here come the five lights. Here come the five red lights. Everyone revving their engines. And it's lights out and away we go. We are underway into the race. We had quite a fast start. And we're side by side with our teammate heading into turn 1. We go around the outside of George Russell, but I think we made an illegal overtake because it was yellow flags. So now heading down the second DRS zone into turn 3. We let George Russell pass, but then we re-overtook him again. And we're now side by side with Daniel Ticktum as well. But Ticktum did have a better exit than me. He had better traction and all that. And now heading into turn 4, we are still stuck in P18, so no progress has been made so far. And now heading into turn 6, we are still struggling to catch up to our teammate due to dirty air. So now heading into turn 7, now turn 8. But bear in mind we still have to do a bit of lifting and coasting. Because we still have to save fuel. Our fuel efficiency in the power unit is not that advanced yet. So I think this should be an opportunity to overtake Daniel Ticktum. Heading into turn 1, we had a bit of oversteer. Thankfully, we were able to control the car, do a bit of correction. And now heading into lap 4 now. We now have DRS on Ticktum, but I offset myself a bit so that I don't brake in dirty air. And now Ticktum does not have DRS on Mick Schumacher and now have DRS on Ticktum. And we should be able to pass by our teammate easily heading into turn 3. And we slowed the car down just in time and we used the sausage curb at the exit. But slight pause. Anyway, Ticktum also had DRS on me and I have DRS on him, so we're now going side by side heading into turn 4. And Ticktum just had to let me go because I'm just the better driver, I guess. And now I think we did try to catch up to Mick Schumacher, but there was a bit of correction, a bit of correcting the car because we had a bit of oversteer here and there. So now we're into lap 6 heading down the third DRS zone. And there's a yellow flag. Who is it? It's Kimi Raikkonen. He has spun. The Iceman has spun. And that's not looking good for him. And we need a replay to see exactly what happened. So he is chasing down Esteban Ocon, which causes dirty air. And he just spun. So most likely he was a bit too early on the throttle, which caused wheel spin. Or maybe it was just a dirty air from Ocon that affected the amount of grip and downforce that Raikkonen has. So now he will just be now he just be rejoining the track in last place now. And now we just skip and we now into the end of lap 10, heading into the pits to change for the soft compound tire. And we get quite a decent pit entry. And Vettel, who is in front of us, he's in the box. I think he pitted for the mediums. Did he pit for the mediums? Yeah, he was in the mediums because he did qualify for Q2. And we go for the soft tires now, so we should have the pace advantage at the end of the race. And Mick Schumacher is right there, fighting Carlos Sainz for the wooden spoon for P16. I have no idea why Stroll, Sainz are like not in the positions that their team expects them to be. Stroll has been out, he has been not in form recently. And Sainz, I'm not sure why. I think he had a grid penalty. I don't know exactly why. But at least we now do have DRS as Schumacher and we do a bit of lifting and coasting. Because we still haven't tried to save fuel yet. And now heading towards the end of the lap, we did cut the corner at turn 9. And now we have DRS on Mick Schumacher as everyone's in the pits. Latifi is in the pits. Tictum is in the pits. Bottas in the pits says in P16. I think he had great penalty. Mercedes lately have been having durability, reliability issues, I guess. As now, anyway, back to our fight with Mick Schumacher. He did give us a bit of squeeze. We had to go onto the grass, and Mick Schumacher holds the inside line, but I have the cornering speeds because our car is faster and much lighter. So anyway, Mick Schumacher tries to go down the inside, I think, and he parks the car beautifully at the apex of turn 4. And Bottas is not that far away, and his Mercedes is will outmatch the both of our cars, so it should be an easy overtake for him as we head down turn 7, now turn 8. We are getting quite a good slipstream. And that's Bottas trying to go down the inside of me. We go off the track just to hold position. And now I have DRS on Schumacher. Bottas, as you see on the right mirror, he has gone to the left side with DRS. And I think we are going 3 wide heading into turn 1. But I managed to hold the outside line with the cornering speeds. And Bottas and Schumacher are still fighting for 15th place. And now Bottas should be able to handle the situation as Bottas goes for a late lunge and he gets hit on the front left. I don't think that is my fault because Bottas just went for a late dive down the outside. I mean down the inside. So that's his fault then. So definitely he will be getting a reprimand from Toto Wolff, I think. Maybe, maybe not. So anyway, heading down the end of lap 16, Stroll did overtake us because we had to start lifting and coasting because we didn't want to run out of fuel like how we did many times before. As we're doing quite a good job staying within the track limits, keeping the right tires on the in front of the white line, I guess. So heading down turn 1, I do offset myself a bit just not to get dirty air. And now we should be having an easy pass on the Canadian as we replicate what we did with Mick Schumacher heading down turn 3. I broke earlier just to purposely get DRS, so this battle should be mine. And now Bottas is starting to pressurize Stroll as well as he goes down the inside, if I saw that correctly, the minimap on the bottom left. So now the battle's not over yet because Bottas still could chase me. And what I have not been doing lately is checking up on our teammates, seeing how our teammate Tictum is holding out. So anyway, he hits down turn 5, no turn 6, he's doing a good job holding up Latifi and Mazepin. Raikkonen is still last place, but he is 2 seconds behind as now we head down the penultimate corner. Tictum, he seems to be going a bit slowly. Does he have durability issue? Oh no, I think he's out of the race. I think he has a mechanical issue and Tictum is out of the race. So I guess it's just me finishing again. I'm the only one that's going to finish for the team. And there's a yellow flag and we managed to overtake Valtteri Bottas just in time. And Tictum's car is still right there. And we managed to hold out for 14th place. I am extremely happy with my efforts, but I think reliability issues is also happening to us as well. I think we need to start prioritizing durability a little bit, and I'll just see you after the podium celebrations.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. What do you think it was, Ants, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
So Lewis Hamilton wins the race as always. I hope he's gonna do the same thing in Jeddah, which is gonna happen in a few minutes time. And Valtteri Bottas and Verstappen dropped down in the order. I dropped down in the order as well. Tictum is also dropping down the order, and Ocon this time has the advantage on me, so the rivalry is going to be much harder now, given that we increased the difficulty. And he is 1 point ahead of me in the rivalry. Still 1700 acclaim on the line as we go up to acclaim level 6. Tictum is going up to acclaim level 7. And now we go up to team acclaim level 10, which is good, so of course we can get our second sponsor. And we get an extra $396,000 for some reason. But anyway, we can still get more additional weekly income thanks to our partnership with our second sponsor. So we're now back into the corporate tab in the sponsor section, and we decided to sign with PSD, not PSG, not the football team, PSD, because basically what we had to do is just we had to answer for interview questions, so it's obviously a giveaway. So we're just putting some our new sponsor logos on places where I think it fits. So that's it for all the corporate stuff, all the financial stuff. And now the roll dampers and the tertiary wing flaps should be coming in. And thankfully the roll damper upgrades came.
We've had the new parts come through the
And
fabrication
we have
process.
a
We'll have them with us for the next
personnel
copy.
department
The
event.
personnel department needs some
And to
assistance
be
to
honest,
get your
I
resolution
didn't
here.
even read
Thanks for stepping in and helping handle that.
I didn't even read the exactly what happened in the department event. I just went for the 750 R&D points, and now we are gonna go to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. I wanted to get some downforce upgrades, maybe one powertrain upgrade, but given that the next race you don't need as much downforce as Austria, we are gonna leave aerodynamics aside, try to focus on durability and all that. And if you have made it to the end of this video, make sure you if you want to like, maybe you want to subscribe if you want, turn on notifications in order not to miss future uploads. I am Tafat Boy. Thank you for watching to the end of this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.